Down, meet me in the mall. It's going down, meet me in the club. Hello, my name is Dericka Scott and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to discuss with you the different things that I did as far as my food habits that helped contribute to my weight loss journey. Let's get into it. Just to give you a little backstory, I am a registered nurse and I've been working in critical care for the last 11 years. And I've been on my own health and fitness journey for the last 13 years. So I've been around the block. I've been around the block and did a lot of stuff. So I just want to share with you what works for me now. So first things first is I love tea. I love tea. I like the warmth, the heat. I drink tea pretty much almost every day. What I like is lemon ginger tea and sometimes fennel. So I like to cut up fresh ginger root. I'll boil it and then I'll squeeze a fresh lemon. And then sometimes I'll put fennel seeds in, like steep the fennel seeds in with the ginger, or I'll just do the ginger. Sometimes I do peppermint. I'll do peppermint, fennel, and ginger. So the tea helps with your digestive system. So like detoxing the body when you drink something that's warm or hot, it helps detox the body when I first wake up in the morning. So my next one is increase your fiber. I said this in the last video. Fiber helps with your gut microbiome, and then the gut is responsible for breaking down foods, which makes it easier for the foods to digest in our systems. Fiber helps you stay full for longer. Fiber can help decrease your cholesterol. My next tip is I like to break my fast with fruit. Fruit digests like the quickest out of all of the other food groups. So personally, and for the fruit's detox properties, I like to break my fast with fruit. So fruits that are higher in water typically digest faster than fruits that are sweet. So like fruits that are higher in water are like oranges, watermelon, and then fruits that are sweeter are like dates, bananas. Those fruits take longer to digest than fruits that are higher in water. Be mindful of how you're mixing your fruits together because all fruits don't go together. Some fruits, when you mix them together, it can cause indigestion, it could cause stomach upset, bloating. So just be mindful of like the different foods or the different fruits that you're mixing together. Fruits that are high in acid, I would eat those fruits with other fruits that are high in acid. And fruits that are sweeter, I would eat those fruits with fruits that are sweeter. Sometimes I'll mix all my fruits together. I haven't really noticed that it makes me bloated, but it can make the next person bloated. So I just wanted to put that information out there. Well, here's a really interesting fun fact is that if you eat foods that digest faster with foods that digest slower, it actually can cause the foods that should be digesting faster to slow down. So my next tip is be present when you're eating. Slow down. It's no rush when you're eating your food. Personally, I hate being rushed when I'm eating. I don't like to be talked to when I'm eating. From being honest, I don't want any distractions when I'm eating. I don't watch TV. I'm not about to watch my phone or scroll or any of that. You should be in the moment. You should be fully experiencing the foods that you're eating. I hate eating in the car. I hate eating on the go. I want to be fully present with this plate that I have in front of me. I understand that we all live in a busy society, especially in America. Just try to be mindful of not eating when you know that you're gonna be in a rush. Decrease the amount of rushful eating that you're doing. Like just try to slow down. Fun fact, it takes the brain about 20 minutes to even know that you're satisfied. So if you scarfing down your food, that's how it's so easy to overeat. And you're gonna keep eating more because your brain hasn't even registered the fact that you're no longer hungry. My next tip is to thoroughly chew your food. So digestion actually starts as soon as you put food in your mouth. I really think the digestion starts when you start thinking about food. Your body is already creating the enzymes that is needed to break down the food. So if you aren't chewing your foods thoroughly, you're giving your body more work to do as far as trying to break these foods down. And also a nice thing to know is that you're actually absorbing less nutrients when you don't fully chew all of your food down. And when you don't chew your food thoroughly, it's gonna lead to your stomach doing more work, which leads to indigestion, bloating, discomfort. We don't want all that. Chew your food. My next tip is eating in order from foods that are easier to digest to foods that are harder to digest. Now let me give you an example. So like an example is I personally don't eat my salad with my main course. Like I eat my salad maybe an hour before I even eat my main course. So like the order of digestion is fruits digest quicker, then it's grains, then it's vegetable, then legumes, and then lastly fats. Like that is the order of digestion. The body is so smart. Like the body, we just give props to the body, y'all. So what the stomach does is it layers the food and it digests based off of the density and the complexity of the food. So as we know, liquid digests the quickest. So liquid is first, and then the next thing will be carbohydrates. And then lastly, protein and fats take the longest to digest. So in my next tip is portion your meals. You are less likely to overeat if your meals are already portioned out. The way that I personally like to do my plate is it's gonna be majority vegetables. Y'all know, I don't play about my veggies. A third of my plate is meat, and then you can hold the grains because I'm cool. I don't need the grains. And if I'm being honest, you should not feel sluggish after you eat your food. You should feel pretty energized. I usually feel energized after I eat my meals. And this next tip is really short, is that I like room temperature water. I know that like people love cold water, but to tell you the truth, room temperature water helps with digestion and it absorbs better. So try some room temperature water. You already know this next tip is to increase your whole foods and to minimize processed foods. Like processed foods such as certain grains are processed, a lot of grains are processed, and then another category of processed foods is dairy. I try to minimize both of them because of their inflammatory properties. Whole foods are high in nutrients, so I eat plenty of it. Like imagine you changing your diet and you eating more whole foods, but then realizing that you actually don't have a healthy gut because your body's not actually breaking down and absorbing the nutrients because you don't have a healthy gut microbiome. So increase your fibers, have a variety of foods. You want to eat colorful foods so that you're actually, not only are you eating these foods, your body's actually breaking it down and absorbing the nutrients. My next one is the easy one. I don't buy snacks. Nope. Not even for the kids, for real. I don't know about how disciplined y'all are, but if it ain't in my house, then it's nothing for me I can't pull from it. So I'm not about to buy anything that I know that I don't want to have. That's actually how I stopped drinking pop or soda, depending on where you're from. I stopped drinking pop by not buying it. I was able to literally stop drinking pop because I stopped buying pop. So it wasn't accessible to me in my house. Stop buying foods and having foods. And if you know you're not disciplined, don't buy foods that you don't want to consume on a daily basis. Or if you are that person where you like, I gotta have a snack in the house, hide it. My favorite place or my favorite spot, put it in the basement. Like if I buy something that I'm like, I don't want to consume this all the time, but I want it to be in the house for when I have a craving, I'm going to put it in the Lazy Susan. I'm going to put it in the basement so that it's out of sight. So like if it's out of sight, it's out of my mind. I'm not thinking about it. But if I got it on the countertop, I'm more likely to pull from it. So I make it inconvenient for me to have unhealthy snacks in my house. So I typically really don't buy them. But if I do buy them, I'm hiding it. And my next tip, don't wait too long to eat. I know personally for me, if I'm doing the intermittent fasting and if I wait too long to eat, anything that's in sight is getting eaten. Okay, I'm going to overeat because at this point I'm starving. I don't know about y'all, but trying to eat while I'm starving, it really clouds my judgment. It really does. And that's what I said when I said you want to have certain things that's in your house that's already ready to eat, like salads or like, you know, your washed fruit that you can already grab from. Because if I wait too long to eat, I'm trying to get anything that's in sight. You know the worst thing to do, I'm just sitting here thinking about this, like, it's to go grocery shopping when you starving. Or to go to a restaurant and go eat when you are starving, honey. Anytime I go to the grocery store while I'm really, really hungry, I tend to just start putting stuff in my cart. I end up over shopping and overspending. Or when I go to a restaurant and I'm starving, I need every appetizer on the menu. Like I end up overeating and I end up ordering way more than what I actually need because I'm starving. So don't wait too long to eat because you might be like me and you may eat everything in sight. This is actually a really, really important one, which I don't think I struggle with it, but I have struggled with it in the past. is understanding your relationship to food. Are you an emotional eater? I actually got this video idea from Becca. She had posted like her own habits, and I'm like, that would be a really good video for me. You know, me coming on here and telling you guys like what my own food habits are, but she had mentioned emotional eater, and that is real. Are you hungry or are you stressed? Are you hungry or are you craving because you're on your menstrual or you're PMSing? Like, are you actually hungry or are you thirsty? Like, the cues can be really missed. And then understanding, did somebody upset you? Does triggers cause you to eat? Really truly understanding your relationship to food. Like, are you choosing certain foods for guilt? Are you choosing certain foods because of how it's making you feel or how you feel about yourself? Like, really truly understanding your relationship to food. Are you hungry or are you addicted to the food? Like, it's in our DNA. Most of us have different ties and relationships to different foods. And then my last one is walking after meals. Now, I don't do this all the time, but I have done it in the past and I do see a difference. It actually helps with digestion when you walk after your meals. And I'm not saying like a brisk, you jogging type of walk. I'm saying like a slow little walk. Like the other day I went for a slow walk outside in the neighborhood with my son. And I was walking at his pace, and he's 2 or going on 2 years old. So I was walking at his pace. So you can imagine how slow my walk was. Like one of those walks that just kind of get your body moving. It actually helps with your digestion. Well, walking also helps with regulating your blood sugar and regulating your appetite hormones. So you're less likely to snack later when you walk after you eat. Honestly, getting control over my habits around food has really helped decrease my cravings, decrease me overeating, and it also helped with me feeling more satisfied with what it is that I do eat. If you like today's video, please go on and give me a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, come back for more, share this with Auntie. What I say, Auntie need to hear this, and come back for more because we have more to say. Coming back soon. See you in the next video. Hey, hey.